Hey everyone, how is everyone doing on this Tuesday night? I am being told that the summer is over. What? Well, I'm doing my podcast on this sort of nice Tuesday night. What day is it? Well, it's Tuesday. What date, sir? August 26th, 2025. Now, this is the day August 26th is the day I hailed on to New York. Exactly 24 years ago. So 24 years of my life here in New York, New Jersey. How about that? 24 years, man. Well, that's a long fucking time, sir. I know. Well, my wife had to go to mountains. I don't want to get into too much details. Just that my mother-in-law is not feeling well, so she had to go there. And I miss her, you know. Grand scheme of things, this is all part of life. We all have to deal with this. We all are human machines. I mean, biological robots, that's what we are, biological machines, with a shelf life, whatever you call it, right? So I'm just going to do a real brief podcast. Podcast. How is everyone doing, huh? Good? So, yeah, she flew out and, luckily she got back-to-back flights all the way to the mountains. It's very tough to get a flight, especially from Islamabad to the mountains, which is only a 1 hour flight. You know, those ATR 42s. Um, you sit in there and it takes off and you feel like, oh shit, is it going down or is it going to basically stay up? One of those 40 seaters, right? But, you know, uh, the most important things at my mother-in-law, her mom gets well, you know, recovers. That's the most important thing. And I appreciate every one of you who has actually, sent us their well wishes. My family, close family, friends, and everyone. I I realize that as much as robots and human machines we still have some sort of a connection. That's the human connection through our brain and mind, and that's the connection to the universe. Is that what it is? Without getting philosophical, but yeah, I miss my wife. And it's only been 2 days, but not even 2 days, but back in the days when I was a lunatic before even getting married, that was a different time. Now, when you are, in a relationship, then, all of a sudden the person is not there, you feel it, right? And, all right, without being too sentimental, well, my dad is here. My brother was here yesterday, and at least, it wasn't like, I felt like in a complete lunacy by myself when she left, right? My dad is still here. He's sleeping. I don't want to, raise my voice. Uh, and and I can go on again. It's go on and about a long podcast, but I just wanted to say the other day, I'm sorry. I realized that that was one of the worst podcasts I ever did. I was kind of down and blah blah blah, right? And sometimes I feel like, why am I doing this podcast? Is this just like I'm talking to myself? I guess that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm not looking for gazillion views and, well, in the back of my mind, of course, I'm looking for more people to watch it, right? Listen to it. Hey, what can I do? All right. Just is a self reflection. It's not a self psychotherapy. Um, and we all are susceptible to vulnerabilities. What is that word again? Vulnerability. Is that the right word I'm using? I hope I do. And vulnerability, sir. And sometimes I get emotional, which is not good. Um, but I think it's all part of life. It's just that you can't be just too emotional and just fall into some sort of a fucking abyss, right? That's the whole thing. You have to, you have to get up, shake your clothes off dirt, and you have to move on. That's what this life is about. And then at the end of the fucking day, you go, right? We all fucking go from this universe. Uh, so me and Dad and my brother, we had a couple of good nights. We were just discussing all kinds of things. Just drinking beers and just talking shit. You know, past like good memories and just having laughs. So, and my brother, he flew back to Sweden, but he's coming back after long, weekend. And me and my wife had plans to go, upstate New York for like a couple of days. We had booked a hotel. Oh shit, you know what? I had to cancel the fucking reservation. All right. I'm not going to go up there by myself. It's like a 3.5 hour drive. So I don't know exactly what my plan is, but I think, we're gonna do something, play golf one day, and then maybe meet up with my folks, my sister, and again, in the grand scheme of things in fucking life, uh, I hope every one of you out there, are okay. I'm not saying that the world is coming to a fucking end. I'm just saying, health is more important. You know, I mean, my parents are also getting old. Although my dad he's in a good shape. You know, for his age, he made it to like 80. He is making it. I don't know how far I can make it. I don't know. I have no fucking idea. All right, and who the fuck knows what you know the AI is going to basically what consume us in the next 20 years or whatever the hell it is, right? Just imagine what happened last 20 years. Could you imagine? Well, I guess we could, but technology, has just, you know, advanced with the fucking speed of light, all right? And I think it's just too much for our monkey brains. We still are monkeys, but the technology is going to not stop. So that's the whole fucking problem, right? And I'm not going to go on about that subject because that's just a fucking never ending, no ends, no conclusions, sort of like saga, contemporary story of human life on this fucking planet. in the so-called Western world. All right, same I think in the other parts of the world because technology is still everywhere now. All right, every person has a phone, smartphone. They can talk, and almost I'm talking about like almost everyone except some poor people. I understand that the little guy and the little woman always suffers on this fucking planet. All right, I'm not talking about little as in like fucking what's his name, Dinklage, Peter Dinklage. I'm sorry, Peter, I didn't mean to offend your folks. All right, means like the person at the bottom of the ladder always suffers no matter what the fuck, man. And then the whole idea about okay, even if you have like a gazillion fucking dollars, right, you still may be lonely. You may still have some other fucking issues in life, which doesn't make it perfect for you. I mean, nobody's life is perfect. All right, so and then I had my real estate agent come over today, and and this whole thing with my apartment, and with the fucking gazillion dollars of fucking whatever, the special assessment, the capital improvement projects they're doing, right? I don't want to give out too many fucking details, but it also has become hard. It's like mortgage, man. Your HOA and maintenance is almost as much as fucking mortgage. So what the fuck, dude? All right. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. Maybe just rent it for now, and then you know move into a little bigger place in our you know complex, within our complex, right? Uh, but I'm gonna have to talk to my wife. I think that's the direction we're gonna go. I'm not sure. I don't know. Don't hold me to my words, please, please. All right. Don't hold me to anything on this fucking plane. All right. So, uh, yeah, last weekend, um, you know, Labor Day, long weekend. I was talking to my sister actually. I think we're gonna make some plans, but I think I don't want to stay here, you know, and just be stuck and feel like I am just stuck here. What is it? What is this? What is that song that sort of like the pop rock song? Cruel Summer. Who's that? Cruel Summer. Everyone is gone. Cruel Summer. Did I butcher this fucking song? I have no idea. All right. It's exactly what I feel. That's exactly what I feel. Although it's a female singer, I don't remember. I don't want. I don't. I mean, I do. I'm feeling too fucking lazy to even look her up. All right. That's exactly what it is. All my friends are gone, and they left me here in this fucking it's muggy and it's hot and it's fucking concrete jungle. That's what I feel like. I mean, I'm not someone who lives in like a real concrete jungle like fucking Manhattan, right? But it's that feeling. You want to be in some fucking nature, or at least some sort of like peacefulness, I guess, away from fucking noise and traffic and sirens and fucking delivery people, you know, coming in front of you. I mean, listen, you gotta live in peace with everyone, sir. Yes, I get it, but I want to get the fuck away for at least a couple of days, right? Especially when it's a long weekend. I don't know. I'll make some plan maybe Saturday. I'll ask a friend maybe, hey man, you want to go up to fucking Bear Mountain? Stay up there at the fucking lodge maybe if you can get a fucking room, right? Well, I mean, I don't want to share my room with anybody except my wife. But if you can get a couple of rooms, although it's going to be tough. Um, but let's see, you know. So things have changed a lot. We were supposed to go up to what do you call Maine because that's where my brother was supposed to be, but then he changed his plan, and then me and my wife, made a plan again to go to upstate New York, and then that changed because of this situation. No, this is um life. Some things are in your hand, and some other things are not. All right, so live with it. All right. So again, we'll see. We'll see. Without just I don't want to fucking go on and on about the same shit that I always talk about, and my four of my listeners. So that's the weekend report so far. It's not even fucking weekend. I mean, it's Tuesday, but what else is going on, huh? I don't know. Maybe I should dedicate my life towards some other bigger goal, you know, for the betterment of humanity. I'm not doing it. All right, I'm not. As long as I'm okay, my wife and our relationship is good. I'm good with my family, and have a roof on our head, and I'm not, I'm not looking for, something, like out of the blue, and comes out and uh, fascinates me. Oh shit, I got a lottery ticket to go to fucking Vegas. No, I'm not saying that. All right, but um, the weather now, you can feel it. It's in the 70s, no more 80s. All right, so time to move to Florida. Well, that's also the plan. Me and my wife, at least a couple of months. I think we're going to be down there. I'm sorry, this stupid light beer hit my fucking windpipe. But in any case, so um, whatever the hell you guys are doing out there, on the long weekend, we're gonna do what, barbecue, you know, grill some meat with those potatoes or corn, right? That'd be nice, actually, grill some meat and the T-bone, that's the best, actually, or the strip steak, right? Like an inch and quarter thick, Don't put anything on it. All right, just throw it on the fucking fire, right? Just throw it in there. A little bit of salt and pepper. That's it. That's it. All right, that's it. So I have to actually talk to my brother-in-law because he's into that, and he's a good cook, actually. So maybe we can do some grilling. So let's see. All right, let's see what happens. I don't want to make big fucking plans, because again, I miss my wife. She's not here. Something low key, sir. Something low key. But I do want to play golf. We were supposed to play last Sunday, but then this happened. And I said sorry to my sister and my brother-in-law because we had to change fucking plans. And then my brother is here, and then we had to like adjust our whatever. Okay, I don't want to get too much into the family business here. All right, but um, I think that's it. That's my 20-minute podcast, everyone. I'm sorry. Down the road, depending on time and all that, right? I will do a longer podcast, and I'll discuss a lot of things. What things, sir? What things? I don't know yet. All right. What do you want me to say? Uh, so that's it. That's uh, 3 days of week left, and then 4 days of darkness. No, for well, 3 days of long weekend, and then after that, everything opens. Oh, football season is starting, right? There you go. That's it. All you football fans out there, what is my fucking team, huh? I don't know. I thought Bills, Buffalo Bills were my team because, I'm from New York. I went to school upstate, right? Not my bachelor's, but my, master's. And that sort of links me to that fucking Buffalo Bills, right? Team, but the other teams like Jets and fucking Giants, they're fucking horrible. You know. Now the other possibility is that I should have Eagles, but I have no fucking connection to Eagles. All right, Philly, just because it's in the vicinity, 2 hours. Oh shit, we had some other fucking plan to go to Philadelphia. Now I realize what the fuck was that? I had to talk to my wife. Shit. All these plans change now. All right, so it is what it is. Part of life. All right. Uh, whatever you guys are doing, well, have a great, middle of the week. I'll see you all next